Today, I'm taking you inside Windermere's 3 hottest new construction communities. Whether you're relocating to Central Florida, upgrading your family home, or looking for an incredible investment opportunity, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one of these stunning communities matches the luxury lifestyle you're looking for. I've helped countless families find their perfect luxury homes in Central Florida, and trust me, these 3 communities are generating serious buzz among my clients for very different reasons. I'm Tiffany Pantozzi. I make videos about living in Orlando, and I'm also a real estate agent here with Align Real Estate. But first, let's talk about what makes Windermere such a sought-after location in 2025. If you're not familiar with Windermere, let me give you the background information. This area has become Orlando's premier luxury destination, and it's easy to see why. The location is absolutely incredible. You're just 15 minutes from Disney World, 25 minutes from downtown Orlando, and about 25 minutes from Orlando International Airport. For my international and out-of-state clients, this perfect positioning is often the deciding factor. What really sets Windermere apart, though, is the access to the Butler Chain of Lakes. These gorgeous connected lakes offer pristine water recreation that you just don't find in most Orlando communities. Can you imagine stepping out of your back door, taking your boat out wherever you want? That's the lifestyle waiting for you here. Now, you might be thinking, Windermere is getting crowded and overdeveloped, right? Well, that's what many of my clients worry about. But the good news is there's 3 new communities that are completely different. They're creating intimate, exclusive neighborhoods with much larger lots and more privacy than what we typically see in Central Florida's new construction. Also, Windermere was established in 1925, so this is not a new community, which means finding vacant land to build new construction is very limited. We also see some homes being knocked down to build new ones. So with limited options for new construction in one of the best zip codes in all of Central Florida, you can see why demand is high for these homes. Now, before I show you the first community, I should mention something important about each of these developments. While they're all in Windermere area, they each offer dramatically different price points, amenities, and lifestyles. One offers lakefront living that will blow your mind. Another provides incredible value for the square footage, and the third has customization options that I've never seen before in this price range. Let's start our tour with Saddlecrest by Toll Brothers, where the exclusivity reaches a whole new level. Saddlecrest is a community built by Toll Brothers, which is a national builder. I like to point this out because the product and experience does differ when working with national versus local builders. I break these differences down in my other video, Things to Know When Buying New Construction. So be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the great videos I share about lifestyle and real estate in Orlando. This community has only 41 homes total. Just 41 homes, creating an intimate neighborhood that feels worlds away from Orlando's touristy areas. This community is just getting started, and it's located between Winter Garden and Windermere. Saddlecrest is positioned right by Windermere Road and Walker Pond Road. What I love about this is the easy access to major highways. Highway 429 runs right outside the gates, and they're currently widening it, which is great news for commuters. You're also close to the Florida Turnpike, Highway 50, Highway 408, and I-4. So let me show you some real drive times. This is what makes this location so incredible. From Saddlecrest to downtown Orlando, you can get there in about 25 minutes door to door. Disney World, just 15 minutes away. Universal Studios is about 25 minutes depending on traffic. But what really sets Saddlecrest apart is the access to Lake Roberts. This isn't just a retention pond with a fancy name. It's an actual natural Florida lake where residents can enjoy boating, fishing, and other water activities. Some home sites even offer the opportunity to build private docks. The community has just begun development, and the model home is not even complete yet, as you can see behind me. So I'll come back and do another video tour for you when it's all done, but I didn't want to wait to tell you about this incredible development because with only 41 homes total, they will sell fast. The homes themselves are absolutely stunning. They range from approximately 4,200 to 7,000 square feet, featuring 5 to 7 bedrooms, 4 to 7 bathrooms, and 3 to 5 car garages. Toll Brothers offers several gorgeous floor plans, including the Brussels model and the Sojourn model. My favorite thing about these homes, and Toll Brothers has really done such an amazing job, is the open floor plan concepts with soaring ceilings that flood the spaces with natural light. The kitchens are incredible with quartz and granite countertops, professional grade appliances, and massive islands, which are perfect for entertaining. One thing that really impresses me about Saddlecrest is the half-acre lots. That's also really hard to find with new construction. In most new communities in Orlando, homes are particularly on top of each other, but here you have real breathing room and privacy. Saddlecrest homes start around $2.3 million, which is actually incredible value compared to other luxury communities like Isleworth or Lake Nona. So as you can see with the larger lot lines, you actually have like more expansive driveways because you have the space for it. But let's take a peek inside. Wow. Second you walk into this home, you have such an incredible grand welcome. I mean, dual staircases, high ceilings, completely open. I mean, the ability to have a chandelier like that, this is luxury. And this is I mean, I've seen a lot of Toll Brothers luxury product, but this may be their best one yet. So as you can see, they're using the engineered hardwood floors. They have the hardwood going up the staircases. They have the paneling on the walls. Again, this is a model home, so I'm sure their standard homes won't all have these lavish details, but you can always do these additional features and design elements after you close on a home. But again, you have space for more grand chandeliers. I mean, these are 3 chandeliers here. I love the walkway, the catwalk for upstairs across from one side of the home to the other. I mean, look at this massive entertainment center. I mean, this is so grand. Then you turn around and you see this incredible kitchen with double islands. I mean, this is the best. This is really incredible because you can dine at these, you can entertain, you have additional cabinetry all throughout for all your dishware, all your entertainment pieces. You can see that they have beautiful high-end appliance packages. Here too, you can see that they will have the ability for gas in this property because of the gas stove. Gigantic farm sink. And look at all the uppers and the cabinetry with the lighting. Wow. And I'm just loving the high ceilings in here. Again, more sliders that stack. Let's take a peek outside. Wow, now this is an outdoor entertainment space that I can get comfortable in. I mean, you have so much space here for furnishings, tons of counter space. I love how they did the tiling all the way up the wall. You know, your outdoor kitchen, they're gonna have a bar over here. Plus, you can add electric screens so you can open up all of these sliders and have the indoor-outdoor lifestyle. But I mean, this home alone, they have a serious landscaping package because these palms are no joke and they are not cheap. But the pool itself too, I mean, look at all the details in this beautiful pool that they have designed. And we didn't even talk about the additional and outdoor entertainment space out there, that there's gonna be a fire pit, again, more covered space for entertaining, and another secondary fireplace out here. I love this entire area, which you have the spa in the center and like a spillover shelf. This is incredible what they've designed here, and I am so excited to see what they're gonna do in this development. I mean, I am gonna buy this house. I really love it. Just love how spacious it is. But before you decide Saddlecrest is the one for you, let me show you something completely different at our next community. Wait until you see the waterfront opportunities at Lake Sheen by Element Homes. If exclusivity is your priority, Lake Sheen Sound takes it to an entirely new level with just 14 total homes. Yes, only 14 homes in this entire community. 3 of those are spectacular lakefront estates with the remaining 11 on interior lots. But before we get into it, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel for all things luxury and lifestyle in Central Florida. This boutique community is being developed by Element Homes, a custom home builder in Central Florida known for exceptional craftsmanship. Lake Sheen is just 5 miles from Disney Springs and even closer than Saddlecrest. But what truly sets Lake Sheen apart is its position on Lake Sheen itself, part of the prestigious Butler Chain of Lakes. Residents have access to 11 interconnected lakes spanning over 5,000 acres. For boaters, this is a paradise. You can navigate from your private dock through miles of waterways right from your backyard. The homes here are the definition of ultra luxury. Lot number 6 is priced at $5,995,000 and includes 1.56 acres with 107 feet of shoreline. Custom designs typically range between 7,100 and 10,000 square feet with features like boathouses, infinity edge pools, and rooftop terraces. Interior lots offer 5 floor plans. Channel Side Collection starts at $1,975,000. Dreamscape Series starts at $1,950,000. The Haven line at $1,008,000 and Sunscape Design at $2+ million. And the Vista Collection starting at $1.8 million. Each home includes a Control4 automation system, Tesla Powerwall, and meets Florida Green Building Coalition's Platinum standards. This community is located on what I like to call the west side of Windermere. It's also in a prime location for easy access to shops and restaurants. You are minutes from Disney, you're minutes from the 4 Seasons Hotel, and also really great nature trails and lake access. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about the builder's standards that Element has. And this is also something good to know when looking for other new construction. Like, what are you looking at? What are some of the questions to be asking? So in this development here at Lake Sheen, they have city water and city sewer. Why is this interesting? Why is this important? Because a lot of places in Windermere, you actually find wells and you find septic tanks. So that's a whole nother thing to dive into, but there is a big difference between the two. So you're gonna wanna understand what that is when you're searching for a home, because there's more maintenance and more things you need to understand when you don't have city sewer and city water. Okay, so this development has that. Now, what else am I thinking about when I'm thinking about the construction of a home? These homes are block on the first floor and frame on the second floor. That is definitely important to know when you're looking at the quality of a home. You don't want a fully frame house here in Florida. You know, for the quality of construction, we get hurricanes, things like that. So you do have block on the first level in a lot of homes, and you see frame on second level. There are some homes that offer block on block. It is more expensive construction, but you're just fine if you have block on the first floor and frame on the second floor. Okay, let's talk roofing. So in this development with this builder, they're only offering tile options and metal options. Why is that different? A lot of national builders, you'll find that they choose to go with shingle roofing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It is just a different level of quality and something that you're gonna wanna understand the differences of and how that can affect your home long-term, how much longevity you get with a roof that may be metal or tile. It's gonna be a lot longer than a shingle roof. So you're gonna wanna look for these things when you're looking at differences between different types of properties and price points, okay? So let's take a look at this one, which actually happens to have a metal roof, and we'll look at some of the interior finishes. So already walking in, I really love these super heavy metal doors. They are really beautiful and really have some weight to them. Okay, so this model is still under construction, but you have about a little over 11-foot high ceilings. You have level 4 finishes on the walls. You also have the crown molding and the base molding, which not all base molding and crown molding is created equal. Base molding that they're using is more of a modern style, a little higher, taller base molding. Crown molding as well, really nice and modern design to it. So they have these 9-foot tall sliders. Listen, you're in Florida. You want to enjoy the outdoor sunshine lifestyle. So I really love this because these are stackable sliders. Ugh, you need a little bit of, they're just a little bit tight right now because of the construction, but they open all the way up. And then you have these electric screens that'll come down. Again, in Florida, it could get buggy certain times a year, but you still want that indoor-outdoor lifestyle, so you can open these all the way up. You have your screen down. The bugs can't come and eat you alive, and you can still enjoy your outdoor living with your, outdoor kitchen, jump in the pool. This is one of the benefits of living in the state of Florida. So when you look for homes, with certain amenities and features inside of them, you definitely really want a sizable outdoor lanai. You want the electric screens to be able to open and close them, and you have to have an outdoor summer kitchen. Okay, let's go back inside. Okay, so let's come inside and look at some of the finishes here. I really love the two-tone cabinetry. There's different colors to choose from, with high-end hardware. They're using also the quartz on the countertops, and they're also doing not just your average quartz, which you'll see in a lot of other builders. They have a thinner quartz countertop. Here, it's a quite sizable thick edge, and they're using the waterfall. These are all upgraded features that you really start to see the details and the craftsmanship that goes into some of these homes. You also have in all these homes a Thermador appliance package, which is a luxury appliance package. And upgraded hardwares throughout. You have your farm sink, double ovens, and all of the flooring throughout the home is also engineered hardwood. They pick beautiful flooring. You can kind of get a peek of it here on the staircase with the iron railing. I just love this look. Really beautiful wood staircase guiding you upstairs. So there's a lot of different floor plans here. We're not going to go through them all, but this just gives you a little taste and a look inside of what some of the quality may look like inside of the Element homes. Okay, so while we're on the way to the other community, I want to explain to you a little bit more about the location of Windermere and where all these communities are located. So Windermere has an incredible chain of lakes, which is called the Butler Chain of Lakes, located in the center of Windermere. And then what I like to call the east side of Windermere and the west side of Windermere. And to get from one side to the other, you again have to either go up and around or down and under around the lakes to get to one side versus the other. So there are pros and cons to living on each side that can be explained in another video. But with these communities, just for perspective, so Saddle Crest happens to be on the northwest side of Windermere, and the other two communities are on the southwest side of Windermere. So the other thing too is getting from one side to the other in Windermere, you do have a few one-way roads. So one way in, one way out. So if there is ever traffic or backups, it can take a little longer to get to your destination than in some other areas that have multi-lane roads. Now, if Lake Sheen feels out of reach, the Palms at Windermere might surprise you. Located at Reams Road and Fiquette Road, just 3.5 miles from Disney. You're also 5 minutes to Hamlin Town Center with over 400,000 square feet of shops and restaurants. Homes here range from 2,600 square feet to 4,400 square feet and start around 1.1 million and go up to about $1.4 million. Two of my favorite floor plans happen to be the Arlington, which is about 2,687 square feet, 3 and 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, open concept, chef's kitchen, and covered patio. Also the Sweetwater at 4,443 square feet, 6 to 7 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, dual walk-in closets, flex rooms, and second floor laundry. So we're in a really great location here. You also have walkable parks and premium landscaping. You're zoned for A/B rated schools, so you have Summer Lake Elementary, Hamlin Middle, and Horizon High School, and there's some really great private schools nearby. This home has smart home features, energy efficiency, and upscale finishes throughout. Okay, so we're here at Dream Finders. Again, this is what I would consider on the west side of Windermere. Great location. Literally, you can throw a stone at Disney. Great schools around here. You're minutes from Hamlin, where there's amazing shopping and restaurants. But let's talk about the builder standards for this community. So Dream Finders is a bigger national builder. So they have different standards. This home is also on city water and city sewer, which is nice. You don't have to worry about septics or wells. You also do have block construction on the first level and frame on the second level. And as far as roofs, they are only offering tile roofs. So that's nice because that is a higher level, roof finish. So let's go check out the interior. Now, they have very specific floor plans. All of the lots here are already spec'd out. What does that mean? It means that the floor plan has already been chosen, the elevation, the front, the color palettes all have been chosen, and all of the interior finishes have been chosen. So what you do see sometimes in new construction, if you find a house that you really love, you love the floor plan but don't love the finishes, we do see buyers come in and completely re-renovate already a brand new construction home because they might have wanted to change the cabinetry colors, the fixtures in the bathrooms, the hardware in the bathrooms and in the kitchens, sometimes the flooring, sometimes everything. So in this particular builder, you have a lot less customization options, but they still really make beautiful choices, and you'll see with the different plans that they offer. This community does offer reserve views, which, so you back up to a beautiful reserve with lots of greenery, and then they do have some pond water view as well. So just something to consider when understanding your options. Limited customization, still beautiful, but what's nice is sometimes it takes all the stress out of it when they've chosen everything for you by professional designers. So that is something that for some buyers may be perfect, whereas others want the ability to be able to pick and choose. So let's come inside, let's take a peek. Also something different, this is a fiberglass door, whereas in the other builder you saw iron heavy big doors, so just a little different. Okay, so let's talk about some of the interior finishes. So on the walls, you do have an orange peel texture. That's different than some other builders that might offer a flat texture, depending on what your personal preference may be. Also in the baseboards, these are about 5 1/4, and they also have a specific design, whereas some of the other builders are offering more of a modern baseboard. You don't get crown molding in the home. If that's something important to you, you can also add that in after you close. So for flooring with this builder, you get the option of a laminate flooring or the option of a porcelain tile. There are really cool porcelain tiles these days that have that faux wood look. It's easy to clean. You do get the small thin grout lines, but super easy to clean. The laminate, again, has come a long way in regards to quality of laminate. They have laminate all the way up the staircase. but that is going to be something different, whereas in some other builders may offer an engineered hard wood. Okay, let's look at some of the designer finishes. So in these homes, again, as I mentioned, they're already spec'd out, but you're gonna get beautiful quartz countertops. Something that I did mention, a difference from one home to the next, is the thickness of the quartz that you're gonna wanna look at. Are the corners rounded, or are they, you know, more of a hard edge finish? Here you do get the specific cabinetry that has already been chosen. It can't be changed, but again, if you want to change that after, you can, but it's still really high-end luxury, beautiful cabinetry, hardware, great appliance packages, which you'll see, as well as really nice finishes and tiling throughout the bathrooms. So you also do have sliders here that take you out to your covered lanai, and you can, if you want, after purchase, you can hire somebody to come in and do the electric screens. You can also build a pool in, or you can work with the builder to build you a pool as well. But really, whatever you want to do to create your beautiful oasis in your backyard. But ideally, in my opinion, anytime you have an outdoor space and you have the ability to enclose it with an electric screen, you do it so you can enjoy your outdoor space and not get eaten alive by some of the mosquitoes at certain times of year. But this is still a really nice option. And then you do have the plumbing option to build in your outdoor kitchen on all of these outdoor spaces in these properties. Let's take a peek at the primary bath and look at their finishes. What I really like what they did with the tiling on the floor is they didn't just do your average pattern. They kind of made a really nice pattern that gives it just an upgraded feel. You have your quartz countertops, nice hardware design, and a really open walk-in shower. One of the things that I like to look for as well is the tiling, and I like how they went from the floor to the ceiling. Sometimes you'll see builders stop halfway, but having the tiling from the floor to the ceiling is really nice and a feature that you're gonna wanna see in a luxury home. Okay, let's check it out up here. Oh, I love these big open loft spaces that are great for entertaining. And what's so fun about looking at model homes is it gives you such a good idea of different things you can do with the space, because their designers, of course, do the models like all out. And I really like how they did the wainscoting on the walls here. And it's just simple piece of wood that is then painted over to create a fun design on the walls. So again, that is not something that comes with any of the homes that are being sold, but it's something that you can always do after closing and adds a little of personality and design elements to a home. Let's check out though down the hall here. They have the cutest little girls' room. I have to show it to you. I mean, this is exactly how I would design my little girls' room. What's so great, again, is look at what they did with the walls. Now, again, this does not come standard in any of these homes, but just to give you some ideas when buying new construction, like this, all this is two different colors of paint. And because they painted it in such a way, it gives it such a fun feel in here. So it's just another element of design that I love. So you see that throughout all of the walls, and that's all they did, is they put a really fun paint design in here. They added some cool little, window treatments, fun art, great interior design and bedding, and it really brings this room to life. So you can do this in any home, but it just gives you some inspiration when you're buying new construction of the endless possibilities are. Look at the beautiful landscapes that you get to enjoy and see as a Windermere resident. So let's break down these three communities one more time. So Lake Sheen Sound is for high net worth buyers, tech executives, boating enthusiasts, and those relocating from the Northeast. Saddle Crest is perfect for executive families, young couples, and those who want space and privacy in a quiet area. The Palms is ideal for the first-time luxury buyers, Disney professionals, and investors looking for rental potential. If you're searching for new construction in Windermere, don't hesitate to reach out. You should always have representation when working with a builder. Remember, the builder's rep represents the builder, not you. You do not save money by going direct to the builder. I'm Tiffany Pantozzi with Align Real Estate, and my team and I would love to be your trusted advisors. Contact us at hello@alignagents.com. And if you've enjoyed this comparison, check out our other video on established luxury communities like Bay Hill. Click the video on the screen now to watch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.